with Syria now under rebel control, do you think the US might attempt a Ukraine like strategy from this region against Russia in the future? What exactly is their primary interest here? Natural resources, geopolitical leverage, or a long term containment strategy against Russia? Okay, that's the question. Okay, let's take a look at the map because this is a map kind of thing. This is a map kind of question. Where's the map? Here's the map. Let me find the map. Where's the map? Okay, let me put that on the screen. Let's take a look at the map, the geography of the region, and what's going on here is the question. So we're talking about Syria, which is, if we go west from India, we cross the temporary nation, we come into Persia, and from Persia go westwards, you have Iraq, and then you have Syria. This is the nation, right? And it's currently under, let's say, rebel control. The rebels are one of the offshoots or one of the rebranded configurations of Al Qaeda, ISIS, whatever. Okay, former terrorists or still terrorists. I mean, the guy that Al Jolani, the head of the government, is has been declared by the US as a terrorist in the past. The tweet still exists: find this terrorist or help us find this terrorist. But now he is on the good books of the US. In the good books of the US, he wears the same dress, the same costume that another actor wears. What's his name? Zelensky. Same kind of green olive this thing, and so on. So Syria is under US proxy control. Now, it's not direct US proxy control. There is the involvement of Israel and Turkey as well. But that's the deal. So, let's go back to the question. What's the question? What's the US's primary interest here? Okay, so look, Syria was Russian and Iranian proxy. Iran and Russia were cooperating in Syria. Russia has a couple of has a naval base and an air base in Syria. I think they will have to evacuate these. I'm sure they'll be allowed to do it quietly and without any fuss. But yeah, Russia loses its leverage and its presence in Syria, and Syria was the conduit through which Iran could connect with Hezbollah in Lebanon, because the northern part of Iraq, etc. I mean, Iraq is kind of, to some extent, Iran has a presence in Iraq as well because of the significant Shia population that you have in Iraq. So that's how, through Iraq via Syria, Iran could connect with Hezbollah in Lebanon. Now that is gone. So Iran has lost its leverage. Iran has lost its ability to project power here, and so has Russia. So if you zoom out, you will see that all the nations except Iran in this region, the West Asia region, are now US proxies or US allies, direct or indirect, stated or unstated, except for Iran. So Iran has lost much, if not most, of its power projection abilities in the region. They still have some power projection ability in Iraq, but that's about it. Okay. And Russia also, it's a big setback for them. It's a defeat. It's a defeat, but not a catastrophic defeat for Russia. So that is the deal. So obviously, what the US is trying to do is to expand their sphere of influence, uh, degrade Russia's capabilities in the region, and essentially they're moving the geopolitical chessboard so in such a way that Russia is retreating and they are going forward. That's what's happening. And obviously, the long end game is to defeat Russia, and even Iran is a big piece on the geopolitical chessboard, which is why Iran could very much face the heat very soon. Uh, so it's not a Ukraine like strategy, it's a different strategy. It's not about, when it comes to the natural resources, etc. I think Turkey has an eye on that, and they've been enjoying the natural resources, which is the oil and gas of the region of Syria, for quite some time. Uh, so Turkey will do that. Israel has its own agenda here, but for the US, it's all about containing Russia and probably defeating Iran.